Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm on top of a brand new 40-ton bell that Mick George has brought for this massive project they've got here, 1.2 million cube moving. And I found Sophie. Sophie has been operating on site here, but you're actually way better than just operating a 40-tonner. Tell us a little bit about how you got into the industry and the fact that you're the only female to operate a certain machine.
So I've been in the industry for 3.5 years, normally drive vertigons and soil stabilising machinery. Dump truck's not my normal home, but it's where I found myself at the moment. I used to work on a farm before I came into the industry and got offered a job as a tractor bowser driver and never imagined it to go any further than that. And then next thing I knew, I found myself operating the brand new vertigon and we went on from there.
And so the vertigon that you've been operating is not required today because you're moving an awful lot of earth here. So you've been able to jump onto this brand new bell. How does it feel to operate a brand new machine like this?
Yeah, it's a good machine. It's a nice bit of kit. It's not a patch on my vertigon, but it's still a nice bit of kit to drive.
And tell us a little bit about why people like you would come into the industry. There's a big diversity inclusion problem. I've been talking about that in my articles and things, but what is the reason why you're in the industry and stayed in the industry?
It's different for sure. There's not a lot of females. There's definitely a massive gap where there should be more females working in the industry. But if I'm completely honest, I like working with all blokes. There's good crack on site. It's good crack. Yeah, it's very different to what your average sort of job would be. But once you've got the tickets for one bit of kit, you're always learning. You're always watching other pieces of machinery on site. And you're always learning a lesson. And I think within the construction industry, if you decide you've changed your mind on the job you're doing, you can always branch off down other avenues. So within the construction industry, I've got 1,001 jobs that I'm being opened up to be able to do, and I've learned a lot of valuable lessons being on site.
Yeah, the thing about that is what is interesting about Mick George is they've not just got into big muck shifts like this, they're also in quarries, they've also got their whole engineering team, and there's a lot of people in this business, isn't there? So you can go in all sorts of different directions.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself operating for another few years and then building onto a different part of the career, or do you want to get bigger and better with a machine?
Yeah, I mean, I have previously, where I came from, I worked in a job where I was supervising. I was a site supervisor, and so ideally that's where I want to see myself in another 5 years, is sticking with the soil stabilisation, because that's the bit of the job that I love, really. That's where my passion lies for it. But back up to a supervising level and running my own jobs within the soil stabilising.
Well, according to her workers, she's not a shirker. We got Sophie in here, one of the best operators that Mick George has got. She's only had 3 years in the job, absolutely loves it, and it's a testament to other people that can join this industry, not just women, but other diverse ethnic groups. This is a great industry, there's lots to do, and we're going to create a huge space here when we move all this muck. So thank you very much from me. It's a bit noisy today, I'm going to be losing my voice, but you'll hear more from Sophie's story in Earth Movers magazine, and we want to hear more from other women that are in the industry, because this is a great industry to be in, but we need to be diverse. Thank you, Sophie. I'll let you get back to the 40-ton shifting. Cheers.